Hi, welcome back to Simple Strategies for Your Extraordinary Life. And today I wanted to talk about community. I'm sorry about being a few minutes late. I could not navigate the technology once again, but I'm getting better at it. But today I wanted to talk about the importance of community, because so many of us this time of year feel a sense of loss, even though we know we're supposed to be feeling this deep sense of connection. And while many of us have that too, there are quite a few people that might be experiencing all kinds of losses and all kinds of suffering in quiet ways or more vocal ways. But I want to tell you that it doesn't have to be this way. And in fact, it's so vital that you maintain a high level of connection, because that's where you get your self-worth, your sense of belonging, a feeling of security, the feeling that you're really part of the greater whole. And it's hard to feel that. You can't feel that on your own. And there are ways that you could build your community. I just want to give you one piece of research here, and this was done by Dr. David Spiegel a number of years ago. And what he found in just this one study, there have been many since then, that women with breast cancer survive much longer when they have authentic connections than their counterparts. They live longer and better and happier and healthier lives. That's a powerful bit of research. And another thing that's been found is that having relationships is more important and outweighs some of the problems encountered with smoking, drinking, and obesity. It actually outweighs those factors just by having connections. So I'm not encouraging anybody to move in that direction, but I could tell you that when you're health conscious, if having a tribe, a sangha, a community is not part of that constellation of what you do for yourself, I can tell you that you're not doing everything that you can. And as somebody who is a diehard lone wolfer, I could tell you that I have really been stretching myself in every possible way to be connected and to be authentic in my connections, and not to keep small when it comes to having relationships or hiding, even though that as an introvert, some of you may not believe that, it's really more comfortable for me to not be connected. But I can tell you that that's not where it's at, and that the idea of building your community is essential. And if you don't know how to create a community, here are just a few ideas. So these are your strategies or your homework for the week, if you will. And that is to just make a list of who is in your life and who you consider, even if the relationship is not firmly in place, but who do you consider to be important in your world? Who do you really wish you could connect with? And to reach out to them rather than waiting for them to reach out to you. And sometimes it means taking a risk, a leap of faith, and being, willing to experience even rejection. But putting your ass on the line and yourself out there is the best way to start building a relationship. And before you do that, what I would encourage you to do is actually, in a journal or on your computer, just make a list of the people in your life that matter to you. And it could be friends, it could be family. And if you get stirred up by family, you might want to consider reaching out to those people. It really helps fortify you when you connect with somebody that you know cares, honors, respects you, and then you move into more challenging situations. So the support from birth till death throughout your whole life cycle is what really is crucial for your well-being, happiness, health, and longevity in every possible way. And you could also just keep a journal, keep a record, just track who are you connecting with, and making sure that every day you reach out to one person. And yes, it can be by text or email, but I encourage you to do what has become much more novel in our culture, and that is to pick up the phone and make a phone call. I could tell you that when you do that, it's much more satisfying, even if you don't have the time to talk, because what you could communicate is, oh my God, I don't have the time to talk right now, but it's so good to hear from you if you pick up the phone. And I think it's just a lovely way to reach out and for people to know that you're really thinking of them, because so few of us really pick up that phone and make the calls that we need to make in order to keep up the connection. And it requires work. It's not, our relationships just don't continue to grow and strengthen if we're not feeding them in some way on a regular basis. That doesn't mean you now have to make everyday contact, but to keep scrolling through your friendships and casting a net, because that net is, I have a coach that says, your network is your net worth. And I'm not thinking of it in terms of money. I'm just saying in terms of your own sense of self. By connecting with each other, we enrich all of our lives. And if you find, this is a trickier subject, if you find that there's somebody in your life that is consistently bringing you down, or is negative, or always has gossip, or something that just has a negative tone to it, I would encourage you to limit that communication, limit your contact with that person, and instead go for people that either you want to be like or you want to surround yourself with. They say that you become the I forget the word for it, but you become the 5 people that you hang out with. So that is how you sort of navigate in your life, is by who you hang out with. People seem to stabilize in all kinds of metabolic and emotional and psychological ways. So be careful who you surround yourself with, but just make sure that you are making those connections and you are inviting this time into your life on a regular basis. So as far as I'm concerned, a day without connection is a day where you have probably experienced a little more negativity or down energy than you need to. So something's happening with my phone. Anyway, so I just want to wish you a very happy, healthy holiday, a very connected, loving new year and all of that. And I will speak to you before the new year, after Christmas, but I just wish so much happiness for all of you, and thank you for joining me here. There's lots more coming in 2019, which I hope and pray is going to be a better year than 2018. So love to you all, and I'll see you at the next episode for Simple Strategies to Live Your Extraordinary Life. Make friends and connect. Bye for now.